Spacey, Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Blossoms. In Iba's route at the end of chapter 3, we're about to go off with him to find the Shinsengumi. And yeah, so it's probably the end of chapter 3. I guess we'll find out. But anyway, a few days passed in the blink of an eye. Iba and I spent time packing all of our belongings at the house, waiting for Motoyama to arrive. Luckily for us, Motoyama took care of all of our travel arrangements, including booking a ship upon which we could sail for Izo safely. He's really taking his time. He was supposed to be here ages ago. How unlike him. Oh no, he's not trapped, is he? I wonder if anything happened to him. Motoyama was, above all things, reliable, and very few outside of Iba and I knew of us his affiliation. Wait. Very few outside of Iba and I knew of his affiliation with the Ugeki unit, but considering the tense political climate, it wasn't beyond the realm of possibility that he could be interrogated by an Imperial soldier. Iba began pacing around the room, nibbling on his lower lip in deep concentration. I'm going to scan the perimeter. Wait here just in case anything happens. Okay. Days stretched agonizingly slow as we waited. Days? My apologies, Yukamura. I am terribly late. Oh, Motoyama, you're safe. Since you're normally so punctual, we were growing scared that you had been nabbed by some Imperial soldiers. I hadn't meant to frighten you. Procuring this took longer than I had anticipated. Motoyama turned around and dragged what looked to be a new case of luggage in front of us. What is this? My guess is a new outfit for you. For me? Yes, if anyone on the black ship spots you in a kimono, you'll stick out like a sore thumb. Black ship? A warship which was used by Commander Matthew Perry when he first visited Japan with the intention of opening up its borders. And wasn't Sakamoto like the one who like said something about the black ship originally? But like he's dead. He's dead in all the routes except for his own. Again, our love saves him, but whatever. Wait, did you really do all this for me? These are beautiful. This couldn't have been cheap. And no cost is too great in regards to your safety, especially since the Shinsengumi are involved. Plus, he loves you and he rich, so honey, it's fine. Didn't cost that much. For you, it might have, but he rich. It's fine. Go ahead, try it on. Okay, please excuse me. Is this where we finally get a wardrobe makeover? Because everyone else gets new clothes except for us. Not that we ever see us anyway, because, you know, they make her derpy-eyed McSaucer face and make her look stupid. But I know in her, when I go off on my own, up, independent woman, she has like a little like westernized uniform thing. But like, are we gonna be wearing like a girly dress? We're gonna stick out like a sore thumb in a kimono? Like, because we're dressed like a boy? Because, I mean, then I understand. Yeah. But like, if we're a woman, I'm guessing most of the women in Japan are not dressing in Western attire at this point. So anyway. I was unaccustomed to how snugly the uniform fit. Compared to my kimono, I felt so nimble, but it was quite jarring not to feel clothing flow behind me. It almost felt as though I were naked, considering how tightly it hugged my proportions. Hopefully I didn't look too silly. It's definitely pants. You guys, all finished. Oh, you're wearing it? Oh, let me see. Yay, look, we do! She still looks stupid. Why they have to draw her with the stupid derp eyes? But it's still, that's her westernized uniform that she got. It's cute. I like it. In her going on my own route. But, does it look strange? Get the fuck off my TV! Dumbass bird. I love you, but you don't go on the TV. Stop being a dick. No, not at all. Actually, how unfortunate. Huh? What do you mean? It's unfortunate that we've given you men's attire, as I imagine a woman's outfit would be more... Hey, Eva! Would it kill you not to flirt with her at every given opportunity? Don't chide me. I wasn't being serious. Say, why don't we get going? If we wait any longer, the ship may sail without us. Oh, you're right. Let's get to it then. Yay! There's so many new backgrounds in his route, can I just tell you? I mean, sure you've noticed, but like, anyway. The black ship is anchored at the bay. There's a small rowboat we can use to get closer to it. Okay, hold on. I take my scarf off. I was wearing a scarf, okay? It's fucking cold. I'm fucking cold, okay? I have a long sleeve fucking, like, fucking shirt, and I have a giant fucking hoodie, and, oh, sorry, Growl. And I have fucking, like, hand warmers. I'm surprised I'm not wearing a hat right now. I had to put socks on under my slip. It's fucking cold, okay? I'm cold, and nobody below me will turn their fucking heat on so that I'm not freezing. But the scarf was too much. Like, I got all bundled up because I'm like, I'm cold! And now I'm like, okay, now I'm warm. I don't know. It's, like, not even that fucking cold. It shouldn't be that cold. I swear I have no blood circulation, but, yeah, anyway. And yes, I did just apologize to my plushie of Grell because I threw my scarf. He's sitting over there up on the blanket. So we can watch Black Butler together later. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw him when I posted. I was like, I bought myself a present and I can't help it. He's best girlfriend. So he's sitting up over there and I threw the scarf and it hit him in the face. Now he can't watch the game. What? There's cute boys. He would love it. Come on. You know that. If you watch Black Butler, you obviously know who I'm talking about. So anyway. Sure. Got it. All three of us arrived at the bay and Motoyama pointed out his little rowboat. Then a familiar voice called out to us. Eva, Spacey. Hey, it's... I don't know who it is, so... Oh.
Phew! I was beginning to worry we'd miss you. So it's Eva! It's Spacey!
You never know in this game. I should have assumed, but I was like, well... Yeah. Sen and Kimigiku, have you come to see us off? They sound really stressed out, and she looks stressed, so... Kimigiku looks cool. Oh, maybe. Oh, she looked like... It's because she was panting because she was running?
Of course! Oh, we're friends after all!
Have you all given yourselves time to prepare mentally? Izo is in chaos. I imagine you'll witness things that may deeply trouble you. My assumption is that Takeda will travel to Izo too, seeing as there is no shortage of blood for the taking. Yes, I've adequately prepared. I must see to his death myself.
And be careful out there, you two. And promise me that you'll return alive.
We will. Please take care of yourselves too, Sen. All of us bowed to each other politely, and we bid our farewell under a silver moon to Sen and Kimigiku. The ocean was sparkly and calm as our rowboat reached the ship. I peeked at my somber reflection in the water, hoping our dear friends were still alive. Like, not all of them. Like, I mean, at this point, Kondo's got to be dead, and Sonen's probably dead, technically. You know what I'm saying? There we go, chapter 4. So it was only like 10 minutes, but it still would have been way over time. This part's going to be way over time. Well, you know what's going to happen. We're going to be like, oh, we got the end. You don't get to see the final chapter. That's what's going to happen. Unless this one's really long, I don't know. We had finally arrived in Izo, and a bevy of familiar faces came rushing to the shore to meet us, and an indelible warmth flooded my chest. We get to see our boys. Oh, not the first faces I wanted to see, but still we love all of you anyway. I still love all of you, but you're like the second tier friends. I know we're going to marry you over here, but like, you know. Miss Yukamura, you're safe. Hey, if you were alive this whole time, you could have sent us a letter or something. Nomura, calm down. How can you expect me to be calm? Oh, we got word of the ambush of the Yugeki unit. I just assumed you were all goners in Hakone. Soma, Nomura, Shimada, everyone had seemed genuinely concerned. I was partly elated to think that I mattered as much to them, but I couldn't help but feel a tad guilty. You guys, I'm so sorry for worrying you. Don't sweat it, kid. Nomura's just got a big mouth and needs to run every minute or two. Hi, we've already seen you in the beginning, but I missed you. I love our friends. I love our boys. I love our man harem. What? Nothing? Yeah, you know it. You love it too. Huh, come on, give me a break. I can't blame a guy for thinking the worst case scenario. Toshi, you're looking well. Of course. And a little more unfinished business to do before I let those bastards dig a grave for me. Oh, but they will dig a grave for you. You're so gonna die. I'm so wrong. Hey, look, there's that dude. Wait, is he in the game? Is he in here? He's not in here. Who are you? You're not in the thing. You're not in the thing, dude. That's that guy. It's what's his name? It's Enomoto's uncle. Oh, he is in here. Yes, he is. Oh, there he is. Yeah, because there's actually another guy in here that's got to be in one of the other routes. You know, it's really funny. There's another character in here. His last name is Otori. That's funny. Have we seen it before? I don't think we have, but that's fucking hilarious. Oh, God. All these games just become one another. There's like a couple of characters that are at the end here that are like the side characters that we have never met. They probably come up in, I'm gonna guess probably in Ryoma's route because he was the one that was added. He's one of the ones that was added after the fact. And Soma seems to be like, we'll be with the, probably with the Shinsengumi. So, oh wait, maybe he's one of the other, wait, is that? Oh, that's him! That's Otori! That's funny! I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was just like, wait, this guy's got a voice actor. Why is he not the thing? He does have a thing. I like to look at these things. Anyway. Wow, what an exquisite surprise to see you've made the trip out to Izo. And that's him talking. Okay, really? I'd imagine that if Iba were involved, he'd be the first one here. Enomoto, Otori, it's been a long time. Keisuke Otori. It's funny that his name is Keisuke. It's funny, because Sanan. And Otori, because of what's it called? Office Lovers. Not the same company at all, but it's just funnier because I was like, did they put little Easter eggs? And then now there's this, and it's like, haha, that's funny. Not the same developers at all, but still just really funny how the games all tie into each other. I mean, anyway. Leader of the Denshu Company. After reaching Izo, he's officially promoted to Army Minister. Really, he looks 12. He's got almost derpy saucer eyes like we do. He's a little scary. Like, he's adorable, but he looks like a puppet. Doesn't he? Doesn't he look almost like a ventriloquist dummy come to life that might stab us? Because ventriloquist dummies are shady sons of bitches and should all be burned. Maybe not all of them, but most of them are creepy as fuck. Jeff Dunham is the exception. He's got some okay puppets. I'm okay with those puppets, but most of the time, the original ones, scary as fuck. No. Dead Silence. Did you ever watch that movie? Don't watch it. Watch it. But don't. But do. No, fuck that shit. Fucking ventriloquist dummy. Goddamn. Worse than clowns. Ugh. But he kind of looks like a dummy come to life, doesn't he? Because his eyes are gigantic like ours are, and he looks like super cartoony, and it's cute and creepy at the same time. Like, I don't know. Look, he doesn't even blink. Oh, yeah, sure. You're just blinking now because I said you don't blink. But, like, anyway. Spacey, it's my pleasure to introduce you to Takeaki Enomoto, Abakushin, and Keisuke Otori, leader of the Denshu Company. Hey, Enomoto's president of the Republic of Izo now. President? That's a rather important position, isn't it? It's the mustache. He's like, well, I have the mustache that I can twirl. Fancy mustache. You know what I mean? It is. Nobody else has that mustache. It's pretty fabulous. Anyway. Well, importance is relative. But think of me as the leader of the old guard. A rebellion of sorts. You sell yourself short, friend. There's no one more perfectly suited for the position. Many thanks. But even I have my limits. I fear that our forces are reaching an impasse. In an ideal world, establishing a just and harmonious government for this country would be simpler. But our time and resources are beginning to wane, and it appears our final stand is here. I've been made the president of a republic that's about to fall? Because that sounds sad. Like, oh, pats him on the head. Sad to be you, dude. Like, it's like being made captain of the Titanic. 2 minutes before it hit, you're like, there's an iceberg. You're now the captain. Yay! Oh, wait a minute. The captain has to go down with the ship. Son of a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what really happens because I don't know Japanese history, and we've been playing that. I don't know. Like, so many things are happening, and I'm like, there's words and there's things, and things are happening, and it's never good. I don't know. In fairness, both Sen and Kimikiko had warned me, so I was somewhat prepared for bad news, but it was a bleak and desperate situation, and you don't even know that Kondo's dead yet, girl. Say, I haven't seen Kondo, Saito, or Okita anywhere. I mean, we know that Okita's not there, and we know what happened to Kondo, but don't you fucking tell me Saito's dead. Don't you fucking He's not dead. I know he's not dead because they wouldn't do that because he's not actually dead in reality. Well, he is, but he lived longer than all the rest of these motherfuckers. Almost. Him and Nagakura lived the longest as far as I'm aware, but he didn't die here, so don't you fucking put that in this game, sons of bitches. Well, as soon as I made mention of their names, the mood in the room instantly soured, and everyone's expressions became rather grim. My heart sank, and Hijikata let out a heavy sigh. Kondo's passed away. He was executed by Imperials weeks ago. What? Oh. Okay. Saito stayed behind in Aizu. Whether he's dead or alive, we have no clue. He's alive. He lives longer than you. You're about to die. Everybody else might, but he lives long, so it's fine. He's okay. I was going to say, this game better not be like he's dead. No. I understand that the rest of these motherfuckers kind of die because we're keeping with the times here. No! If we don't love them, they all die. Like, in Saito's route, everybody died. No! Because you can't have everybody lives happily ever after. That's not what happened. But in their routes, like, Okita really died. But he didn't because of the demon. Whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can't just change that and make Saito die just because we're in a different route. You can't do that. You can't. And notice she's like, Heisuke and Sana and Nagakura and Harada, nobody else. She doesn't give a fuck about the rest of them. Saito, yeah, I understand, girl. He stayed behind in Aizu? Kimigiko had made mention that Aizu's lush fields were being reduced to smoldering ash. That Saito remained didn't bode well for his future. Nah, he's fine, girl. Oh. As for Soji, kid can barely stand, let alone fight, from his tuberculosis. I had to leave him too. I just hope he has the strength to fight it. Shinpachi and Harada, well, I didn't ask about them. I clearly don't care. I care. I know what happened to them, but she doesn't. After things went south in Kofu, I pledged their allegiance to another troop and left the Shinsengumi. Even though I was hearing it from Hijikata himself, nothing could soften the blow of his revelations, and I felt dizzy trying to take all of it in. Like, literally, Hijikata's by his fucking self. He's got Soma Nomura. He's got Shimada. Shimada's the only, like, Soma Nomura. Well, I mean, they're better at fighting than we are, but, all your captains are gone, and that fucking sucks. My knees wobbled, and I wanted to faint. Nobody asks about Sanin or Heisuke. Spacey, are you alright? Yes, quite fine. Hey, listen, this isn't easy for anyone to hear, so why don't you get some rest, eh? No, I'll be okay. Please let me stay with you. If that's what you want, then I oblige. Iba shared a kind smile, but he immediately turned to Hijikata and resumed his stern expression. Toshi, I have something that requires your immediate attention. Would you mind if we spoke alone for a moment? I want to stay with you. Okay, I'm going to go with Hijikata, though, so... Well, fuck. Yeah, sure. Right this way. Never said anything about Sana and Heisuke. Nothing. Nothing about them at all. Nothing. Nobody asked. Nobody said anything. What were they going to say? Well, here's the thing. They couldn't really tell you about Sana, like, who knows? Because you didn't know... Unless you're in Saito's route, because, like, so far everywhere... Okay, obviously in Heisuke's route, we kind of had the weird Sanin, creepy, he got all rapey with Sen kind of bullshit. But, like, in Saito's route, he betrays them, and that's why Kondo gets murdered. You don't know that, though. You're like, it seems suspicious. But you don't know that until you do the bad endings. And if you had done this one, say, before Saito's route, you wouldn't want him to tell you, like, well, Sanin betrayed us, because you'd be like, what? And it would ruin... you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's funny that they don't mention it because it makes you suspicious. Like, well, what about them? Where are they? Like, because technically, even though we know that Sanin betrayed us, right? Because we did the bad ending. If we hadn't done the bad ending, Hijikata gets out, Kondo gets captured, blah, blah, blah. They have no idea that Sanin betrayed them, and they don't know that he's dead. They're like, we all got out, and like, Sanin must be dead, because we haven't seen him since, so who knows? Like, they don't know. You know what I mean? He disappeared, and we haven't seen him since. Okay. But Heisuke, what the fuck? I followed after the two of them into another room. I said I wanted to talk to Hijikata alone, girl. And Hijikata slid the door shut before going into a hushed but frantic conversation. We're basically like the fly on the wall. We just go wherever and we're like, dee, 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 dee. Like, why are you here? Cause the game's about me and I need to be everywhere. Otherwise, it's stupid. Don't ask me. I'm just following you. They're like, okay. Like, first things first. I never expected you to bring Yukamura all the way here. Yeah, about that. I must apologize. My intention was not to return her to the Shinsengumi. If that's what's concerned, if that is what concerns you. What do you mean by that? Unfortunately, she's acquired an unseemly admirer, so it's up to me to see that she's kept safe. Who's after her? Is it Kazama or Amagiri? No, it's a new one this time, Hijikata! Everybody's after me, Lucky Charms! I'm just gonna keep saying that forever now. No, but you're well acquainted with him. He's a former Shinsengumi captain, Kanryusai Takeda. I can't say his name, it hurts. I don't know. Like, him? That bastard's still alive? Yes, and even worse, he's become a fury and has a demon's arm. His powers surpass ours combined. Well, god damn it. That's a thorn in our side. I love that. Well, god damn it. Doesn't that just suck? Ichikata, I love you. That's a thorn in our side. He's got a demon's arm too? How the hell did he do that? Indeed. I tell you this because I too am a recipient of a demon's arm, thanks in no small part to the water of life. What? So you're a fury now too? Afraid so. I had no other choice given my previous circumstances, but I regret nothing. Hijikata's mouth was agape as he was seemingly at a loss for words, but eventually he's like, the fuck? His face is priceless. In truth, it was a little hard to believe, but I know you're not the type to joke or pull my leg. Show him the arm! Alright, so catch me up to speed with why Takeda's after Yukamura. It is strange, almost difficult to explain. Suffice to say, Takeda has taken her to her because of her pure-blooded lineage. He craves offspring. It puts us in a compromising position, one that I doubt we can recover from should he take her. And as of now, I do not see anyone currently serving in the Shinsengumi who can handle Takeda. Whoa there. That's a bold statement you're making, pal. And I guess if Yukamura's not whining about it in unusual form, then you're probably right. Hey! Shut up! I wish she would just look at him and be like, fuck you! He'd be like, that's my girl. He'd be like, yeah, that's my girl. I know, right? I hope we get a nice big fuck you out to Hijikata in his route. Like, fuck you! Like that. He's like, that's my girl. That's why I love you. I know. Oh, that's why Hijikata is like, he's like the best. Saito's still my favorite, don't get me wrong, because I like my robots, but like, Hijikata I would probably get along with the best because he'd be like, God damn it, what the fuck? And you'd be like, I know, right? What the actual fuck? And he'd be like, Either that or he'd be like, whoa, 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 ladies don't swear. Fuck you, I will nut punch you. Whatever you say, honey. Yukamura's too demure for him. Girl needs to learn how to swear a little bit. Above anything else, I care more deeply about her than anything. Living without her at my side is unthinkable. And then Iba slowly turned himself to face me. There was a candor and love in his eyes, enough to make me blush, though I played it off. Girl, don't. I had no intention of leaving Iba's side, and I would rather die than fall into Takeda's clutches. Oh, well, I guess I don't have to ask Yukamura what she wants either. Look cute, look, he's like, my little girl's growing up. Stop it, Hijikata. It makes it creepier when we're in your path wanting to bone you. Always a little bit underneath the surface, do we want to? You know, I had a feeling leaving you two alone would turn out like this, though. Sure then, she's yours, man. Whoa! You don't just get the right to give me away. Wait, do you? I don't. You know what? Whatever. You can protect her to your heart's content. You love her, right? Iba's eyes quivered. His soft green irises glowing in front of me, and he was on the verge of tears. I cannot thank you enough. He bowed deeply, to which Hijikata nodded. Receiving his blessings from Hijikata, whom he greatly respected as a friend and colleague, I can only imagine how much all of it had meant to Iba, and he began to beam. That's cute. Yo, I need to get my friend's blessing that I can take care of you. Sweet. I know, it's a different time, but it's kind of adorable still. A little strange, but adorable. And before I forget, obtaining the demon's hand came with strict stipulation. As an indirect member of the demon community, I have been forbidden from participating in wars or events that affect normal human society. That includes the war that currently threatens us and the rest of our comrades. Wait, so in other words, you're telling me that you can't fight with us? I am so sorry. No need to apologize, man. If anything, it's a load off my back because now I can't order you to your death. Aww. Oh, Hijikata's like, I don't have to order you to die. Oh, Hijikata, that hurts me so bad. That must hurt you so hard. To order all my friends to their deaths. And then he's like, thank God I die in the middle of the war, because that would suck. Be like, all my friends are dead because of me, but I'm alive. To feel that crushing weight for the rest of eternity. Oh, that's sad, you poor thing. Hijikata, there was a regret in his eyes, and I only imagined how much guilt he may have felt losing so many of his beloved comrades against the Imperial Army. It was a burden that was impossible to bear alone, and he was the Shinsengumi's talisman. He's pretty much the only one left. My chest tightened nervously as I watched him. But, man, damn if I'm not impressed. Still can't believe you two made it all the way to Izo to join us. If you'd stayed behind in Edo, you probably could have lived the rest of your life in luxury. Not possible, especially knowing how much men like you have sacrificed for our sake. He's like, not possible. They would have killed me. Because I worked for the Shogunate, so I would have dead, Right, Spacey. Of course. I mean, he could have been like, sure, no, turn tail and switch sides, but he would never do that, so. Man, the nobility behind that. Where, like, in my brain, I'm like, no, switch sides. Who's on the winning side? I'm going to be on that side so I don't die. I don't want to die. Like, I wish I was a little more noble, but no. Nope. Not going to get involved. I'd be like, there's a war? I don't know what you're talking about. You just let me know when that shit's over. I'm going to go back to knitting. I don't even know how to knit, but I'm going to sure pretend I do. Anyway, of course. Fine then. Just do me a favor. Take all this in. Hold on to our memories if you can. I want everyone to remember how we lived. Yes, sir. However, let me warn you, Fury powers are nothing to fuck with, and you shouldn't use them unless absolutely necessary. They're nothing to fuck with. Damn, Hijikata. Why is that? Before they passed away in Sendai. Oh, no! Now we know. Oh, Sonnen and Heisuke are dead now, too. Wait, we knew they were going to die, but... Oh, I just wanted to pretend for a little while longer. But in that, you're making it sound like Sonnen didn't betray you, so that's good. Yay! See, we loved him, and he still remembers it. It's because Saito and Heisuke's routes came before we loved Sonnen, so he didn't feel it deep in his soul yet. We hadn't gotten there. I've got problems, yeah. Anyway, before they passed away in Sendai, Sonnen and Heisuke let me in on a little secret. Using those powers comes at the cost of your normal lifespan. Every power used is another day taken. Once the well's dry, you turn to ash. In a fit of terror, I glanced over to Iba, hoping for a bit of comfort, but so I've heard. However, the only person upon whom I intended using my powers is Takeda. Him, and him alone. Iba was unwavering. I suppose to him, sacrificing his own life force was a small cost in the interest of protecting me. I was so overcome with gratitude for Iba's benevolence that guilt sank my stomach further. Just then, someone rapped on the door boisterously. Hey, Hijikata! Iba! Just how long you guys gonna chat for? Iba, are you almost done in there? Anamoto claims that he intends on throwing us a celebration to welcome us back. From what I hear, there'll be plenty of sake involved. Toshi, damn it. Always with the sake around here. He's like, Nomura and Harada would have loved this. Not Nomura. Nagakura and Harada would have loved it. They're still alive, though. Well, whatever. You go on ahead. I mean, who knows how long we've got. Okay, let's go, Spacey. Sure. You're not coming, Ichigato? I don't drink. Are you sure about that? I think you do. All right, folks. Feel free to drink to your heart's content. We have some foreign liquor as well. Whiskey! Good old Tennessee whiskey. From what? My, thank you again. Have you ever drunk whiskey before, Iba? It really is whiskey! I was just fucking throwing that out there. I didn't think it was actually going to be whiskey. That's great. Oh. Yeah. From what I recall, it was one of Lord Yoshinobu's favorites, so I was blessed to try it once or twice. Let's get drunk, baby. Almost forgot you were an Okuzume. Okuzume, an organization intent on protecting the shogunate. It's comprised of talented swordsmen from shogunate and lower-ranking vassals. Oops. Okay. Care to try some, Spacey? Me? I haven't got the stomach for it. Are you trying to get me drunk? Jesus, bastard. Yeah. Let's get drunk and screw. What? Nothing. Come on now. One sip won't kill you. Try it. Yeah, that's pressure, peer pressure. Iba reached over a small porcelain cup with a brown liquid whose scent made my nose turn. I put the cup to my lips and took a small sip. It was syrupy, bitter enough to sting my nostrils. And what's the verdict? This is some good shit. A little different than sake. It's, a lot thicker than anything else I've tried. Oh, do you not like it? I didn't say that. It's just an acquired taste, I suppose. Yeah. More than anything, I felt a little shy. Iba offering me to drink from the same cup as him was flattering, and I replayed his invitation in my mind repeatedly. Suddenly, my cheeks went red hot. We're sharing an indirect kiss. You've actually kissed him. It's fine. But I almost forgot I was in the company of others. Something the matter, Miss Yukimura? You look red as a radish. Are you drunk already? What? No, of course not. I haven't had nearly enough yet. Like, I'll drink you bitches under the table. Let's go. One sip of whiskey flat on my ass. Don't be an idiot. Nomura. Oh, don't be an idiot, Nomura. Can't you read context clues? Huh? Read what now? And then creepy like, why did they make him so spooky? Like, it's like, you're like, oh, hi, little puppet man. Soma, you waste your time. It may take no more another 10 years before he begins to comprehend the nuances of romance, and another 10 afterwards until he can use them. Oh, I feel bad for you. You're going to be like 50. Like, well, I suppose his simplicity just adds to his charm. What the? Hey, are you guys making fun of me? Oh, he's not the brightest crayon. With spirits abound, both in our cups and in our hearts, the night felt akin to the days we had spent in Shimabara, one of Kyoto's famous destinations. Shimabara, a district of Kyoto where one could find the company of licensed courtesans. It was also known as the Red Light District. Its close proximity to the Shinsengumi's headquarters made it a popular spot to frequent for its warriors. Probably because of the licensed courtesans. Licensed! It's like, not just any old hoe. Throughout the evening, I would turn my head, subconsciously looking for familiar faces, whom I knew would never appear, and sadness gripped me. I know, right? You're like, yeah, we're having fun! Oh, until you remember all your friends are dead. Like, literally. But I had to persevere and shake the feelings of grief to enjoy one of the few joyous nights I had experienced in a long, long time. It is really depressing, the connotations underneath this game, that, like, all your friends die, and, like, well, your boyfriend lives, but you love every single one of them at some point in this game, right? And they die, and it's really fucking sad. You're like, oh, like, maybe best ending is Spacey going off on her own and not having any clue that all of her friends die. Like, as the room buzzed with excitement and the clinking of glass, Eva nodded at me, and the two of us went outside into the hallway to speak privately. Was it alright for you to leave from your own party so early? Well, I have a feeling that if given the chance, they would have kept us there until sunrise. True. If I'm not mistaken, your room is here, I think. It looks like it. I think your room is to the left of mine. And mine is right here. Pretty convenient, huh? Yeah, for you to sneak over here in the middle of the night and just snuggle with me? Air quotes around that, but. So, they're right next to each other, eh? Is something wrong? Say, oh, Spacey, I may invite you to chat in my room for a bit. As long as you're not chatting with your words. Huh? As in, for a split second, I wondered if there were ulterior motives in his invitation, and I froze up. I mean, he's inviting you, so yes, yes. I couldn't help but remember the way he thrust himself upon me, and my back dimples tensed. My back dimples tensed. Is something the matter? And my invitation caught you off guard. Oh, it's not that, but so we're just going to talk, right? Yes, I promise. As long as my sanity holds, at least, it won't. I couldn't discern whether or not Iba was being truthful, and I felt a little uneasy in his company. You love him! Stop it! But, but you have full control of yourself, right? As in, the demon's voice doesn't bother you. Well, as far as that's concerned, yes. But the demon is not alone in his desires for you. I too have had intimate thoughts about you. Damn. Well, be still, my fast beating heart. Especially now. I must admit I am somewhat inebriated. I love that, like, especially now because I'm a little drunk. Well, nobody wants to have sloppy drunk sex when they're sober because that's just awkward and it's going to ruin my thoughts for you. But back when the two of us were in hiding, during when Iba was recovering from his severe injuries, we slept under the same roof. But he had never said as much to me. For him to express himself so openly, I had to make a decision. Go. I said that you're all I care about. I can't. I was like, I said, yes. The answer is fucking yes. No question. But that's what the guy told me too. Thank God. Probably would have done it anyway. I'd be lying if I told you the thought didn't make me nervous. But even so, you're the only person I care about, Iba. So if it's with you, my heart galloped like a stallion in my chest. He's not, like, this is just awkward. I waited for Iba's response, but he merely stared back at me blankly, which added to the suspense. What could I do? Kiss him. I was beginning to worry that his offer was made out of mockery, and my shoulders began to slump. Just as I began to feel like a fool, Iba rested his hand tenderly upon my shoulder, which felt safe underneath his gentle touch. A shiver traveled through my body, starting at the tip of my scalp all the way down to my toes. Here's the thing. He's already kissed you, promised to protect you, said he loves you, you're the one he cares about the most, blah, blah, blah. And now he's like inviting you into his room to talk, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, I thought maybe he was mocking me. What? Where would that even come from? I mean, we all have self-confidence issue moments, but like, what? Mm. Girl, he wants you, and he loves you. I mean, I'm just saying. You're trembling. How precocious of you. Well, I mean, this is my first time. I can't really help myself from feeling nervous. Whoa. Whoa, girl, I didn't. He just, are, whoa. Damn, game. Damn. He's like, I just wanted to talk. And she's like, it's my first time. So, like, and he's like, I would hope so. Because otherwise, all we care about is virgins, motherfucker. Like, oh, the old days. Anyway. Oh, I thought I knew what you wanted. Do you not? Well, of course I do, but all of this is still so new to me. Yeah, how adorable. Come now, there's no need to force yourself. Regardless of what happens tonight, you're mine and I'm yours. My heart melted from his comforting words, and suddenly I felt my worries starting to fade. And besides, I can already tell that you're feeling a little unsure, so I won't rush you. We can simply share the same futon, side by side. Why don't we retire for the evening? His cool, calm demeanor was so coaxing. Okay, I nodded. Ooh, he just wants to snuggle with me. Later that evening, we were bundled next to each other, wrapped up in our cotton sheets in one bed. My thoughts reverberated in the empty room. I remembered the faces of our old friends, and I couldn't help but quiver beside Iba. Oh, don't. Oh, I was like, don't do it, game. Don't fucking do it. God damn you. Oh, no. But this hurts so bad, guys. A Kondo who gave his life after surrendering himself to save the rest of his men. Okita, whose condition worsened every day and was incapable of doing what he did best. Could he ever pick his sword back up? And they just fade into darkness. Do you see how they just slowly pull them back into the darkness? It's so sad. That hurts even more. As for Saito, his chances for survival in Aizu were slim to none. No, he survives. And my mind yearned for the sound of his voice. Nagakoro and Harada were treading their own path. Both of them were such strong personalities that I knew their reasoning must have been solid. It's okay, they're fine. To what corner of the earth had those two traveled? My heart prayed for their safe and swift return. Oh no, this is so heart-wrenching. This is the worst. This is worse than bad endings. This is just so much worse. It's just the reminder of all of our friends are dead. As for Sana and Heisuke, they lived the rest of their lives fighting in the Fury Corps, but I hope that their deaths were painless and quick, and that their souls rested easily. Oh, fuck. You thought it was bad, and then it does this. Hey, hi, but you're blocking Okita. Like, I'd taken all of our good times for granted, and only a year had passed since we were last together. Look at their all smile. Look at Sanen's beautiful smiling face. But now they were memories, petals in the wind. They could have moved Okita a little over and Heisuke a little over so that you could see everybody. After a while, I could no longer restrain my tears, and a deluge came streaming from my eyes. Like, I can't blame her for that because this hurts a lot. Iba seemingly had a reflex, wrapped his arm around me, and pressed me close to his chest. Oh! Well, this is adorable. Oh! Spacey, are you crying? No. We were basking in moonlight, which peeked through the window in brief flashes. My fragile hope was that they were short enough to hide the tears on my face, but such is the nature of hope that I was proven wrong. That's not true, is it? You think I can't tell when you're crying, but of course I can. Are you thinking of your friends right now? Do you miss them? Eva was so perceptive, and as he posed his question, he stroked the side of my face softly. I couldn't help but nod. Just last year, we were all together. It got me to wonder why I wasn't with them in the end. As I continued, my heart became untied. I'm so angry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought she was so angry. I'm like, well, I would be too, though. I'm so sorry. Both you and the Shinsengumi warriors are giving your all, risking life just to keep fighting. I have no leg to stand on, no room to feel bad, no reason to cry like this, do I? Yes, you do, because you loved them. You have every reason to be able to cry for people that were your friends that you loved. Iba used his slender, delicate fingers to wipe my puffy eyes. Well, really, he's using the demon fingers. But. And then. We get two kissy CGs with him. We got two with Okita, too, but, like, it's still like. Iba brought his lips to mine gently. I had never felt as broken-hearted as I did in this moment, but Iba knew exactly what to do. Magical kisses. He pecked at my lips, my nose, my forehead, undoing all of the angst festering inside me. As his lips met back with mine, I felt like a little girl again, and I felt gratified by his supple, ambrosial lip kiss. Ambrosial kiss! Fuck. After a moment, he drew his head back. He's so pretty. My shoulder is yours to cry upon. You never have to apologize for crying. I accept you, all of you, and this will never change. His words lifted the emotional weights tethering me down, and my heart felt more at ease. Okay. In the safety of Eva's arms, I drifted off to sleep, sinking into my soft pillow. Oh. February 1869. It's already the next year. All our friends are dead. So depressing. Before we knew it, it was 1869. Life in Izo was fulfilling but tiring, and we had survived another harsh, freezing winter. On one particular evening, Iba, I've brought some tea for you. The door's unlocked. Please come inside. Traditional doors slid horizontally, but I was still growing used to these new Western doors that required knocking to gain entry. As with all things, though, it will come with time. Traditional doors slid sideways and were made out of paper, so it was easy to be like, hey, so what's up? Shh! I can hear you breathing. You have to knock and turn a knob and like push out. I mean, if you think about it, it takes up more room for the door to open as opposed to just sliding. But here you go. It's still steaming, so please be careful not to burn your lips. You're not in his room, you're in the fucking dining room. Thank you. Iba immediately grabbed a hold of the tea I'd given him and brought the cup to his lips. And there was something fetching about how he held the cup in his hands. Iba's upbringing was well represented by his regal demeanor, and I couldn't help but blush. Is something the matter, Spacey? Is something on my face, aside from beautiful? Oh no, not at all. I hastily averted my eyes to the window from embarrassment. Everywhere you look outside, it's white and plush. I mean, I'd heard stories about how far north Izo was, but I never knew one place could produce this much snow. It's truly a sight to behold. If Nagakura, Harada, and Heisuke were here, they'd be outside caked in snow, throwing snowballs at one another with childlike abandon. I find myself chuckling at the humorous thought, and my eyes watch the flakes float downward. I'd say they're out there playing in spirit, but Harada and Nagakura are fine. Like, they ain't dead, so. Heisuke's out there playing by himself. Oh, that's sad. He's like, Sonnen, please play snowballs with me. Like, I heard Iba rest his teacup upon the table. Spacey. Oh, yeah? What is it? Earlier, Toshi and I had a discussion. When the snow begins to melt in spring, I suspect the Imperial Army will stage a full-on assault. If that turns out to be true, then Goryokaku will not last long. Goryokaku. What is Goryokaku? Okay. Goryokaku, a star-shaped fortress built in Hakodate. It made use of European-style fortifications and served as the chief fortress for the Republic of Izo. I spent the whole of winter in idle bliss beside Iba, one I hadn't felt since our days in Kyoto. A naive part of me believed that we can neglect the concerns of the outside world and live that way forever. I mean, in spring and when it's in the north, I mean, like, okay, let's just pretend this is like that's not till like July. You got plenty of time. Like, and then by the time they start making their way to start snowing again, because it snows like 13 months out of the year. I know there's only 12 months, but that's how much it snows. I'm just saying, we'll just pretend. Shh. It's going to snow all the time. They're never going to get in. It's like the North Pole here. But the war was far from over. Peace was an oasis in a massive, arid desert. I believe it's the opportune moment for Takeda to travel to Izo and pounce on his chance to abduct you for himself. In order to prevent this from happening, I, of course, can stop at nothing to thwart him. Right. Swagger bellowed from Iba's stern voice, almost as if he were convincing me to fight Takeda myself. I have a thought. Hold on. Do you think he'd want me if we slept together? He'd be like, ew, you're dirty and used, so maybe we should have sex. I'm just saying. Wait, Takeda, are you sure you want me? Because I'm not pure. I slept with him. I mean, he might not give a fuck. He just wants me as a broodmare, basically. Like what Kazama wanted, but Kazama actually might have a soul. Takeda does not have one. Does not. Not at all. Anyway, unlike Iba, Takeda had given into the voices inside of his head, enough to fall into depravity by butchering innocent people to drink their blood. Allowing him to indulge in these egregious crimes was something neither of us could continue doing. Just then, bloodlust. Iba winced in pain, suddenly reaching his hand to his throat. His cup of tea shattered against the floor. I thought he put it down. Iba! Bloodlust had struck him once more. Do you want blood? As if silently affirming my question, his hair began turning stark white, and I gasped from panic. I had to. Iba, here, take my blood. I unsheathed my kodachi to make a small incision when. Wait, allow me to. What? Please. I couldn't bear to deny him, especially as he grimaced in total agony in front of me. Allow me to. Okay. I handed him the kodachi and faced my back to him. Then, the icy edge of the kodachi rested beside my neck, and as he cut a tiny sliver, I felt a dull sting ache into a pinched nerve. I took a deep breath to steady myself. Then his tender lips wrapped around my cut. And look, you get to see her in her little uniform. That's actually even more adorable. I like it. I had to halt the urge to laugh as his tongue flicked droplets of blood as it tickled me. Once, I believed drinking blood not to be worth it if it came at the cost of hurting you. But after reflecting upon it more closely, I'm thrilled to savor the taste of your blood, and no one else's. I nodded very slightly in agreement. See, he's like, this is sexy, right? Kinda. There was a keen pleasure to be taken in being Iba's sole proprietor of blood, and as long as he had use of me, I was his for the taking. That's so ridiculously sexy sounding. I'm his for the taking. I mean, you're lovers, but I mean, it's just. They could have put that CG up for a little bit longer. That's one of the few she doesn't look derpy as fucking, but April 1869. This part is like going by fast, but not. Like, this chapter is a little bit longer than normal, but it's like jumping through time fast. April 1869. As Iba mentioned, the thick sheets of snow soon melted in Izo, and we received word that the Imperial Army's navy reached Miyako Bay. Miyako, a lively coastal port city where the Imperial Army docked their immense naval fleet. Currently, it's known as the Iwate Prefecture. The Shinsengumi men planned a heroic siege to take out the enemy's ships, but. Oh, they're back! Hijikata, Soma, and Nomura were the ones who were sent off on a daring mission, but my warm welcome failed before it could begin. All of them stepped into the deck with troubled, grave expressions, and my stomach turned. Was the mission a failure? Yeah, that's not all. We lost a lot of damn good men out there. What? Ichikata's declaration caused my heart to skip. Suddenly, the world began to spin in front of me. As badly as I wanted to ask who died, the truth terrified me, so I had to push through. A lot of damn good men died. All of our friends are already dead, so. Who did we lose? Oh god, you're not going to say Shimada, are you? I thought Hijikata, Nomura, and Soma, I thought they all came back. Not that they just went and. Plenty. About 15 of them, actually. Nomura was ripped to shreds by some of their riflemen when we tried to retreat. Oh. Nomura. Oh. Nomura was a lively and curious soul who lit up the room with every interaction, and I felt devastated taking in the news of his loss. Oh, no, all our friends are really dead. Oh. This is only the tip of the iceberg, so brace yourself for more of the same if you stick around. If you plan on running for it, now's your chance. No, doing so borders on treason. We're samurai, and I'm keeping it that way. And I aim on keeping it that way. Don't you agree, Spacey? I'm not really a samurai, but I go where you go. Yes. Although I had steeled my heart long before Iba or myself had set foot in Izo, I couldn't help but wonder if it was a mistake. I quickly disregarded those thoughts, realizing that being absent during the final moments would have been just as soul-crushing, if not more so. May 1869. Damn, this chapter is really skipping through time. Before you know it, it's going to be like 1906. Wait, what? 2018. May 1869. Iba's prediction came true, and the Imperial Army stormed through the beaches of Izo to topple any remaining shogunate forces in the region. Sorry, bird, I have an itch under my shoulder right where you are. Iba, as commanded by Sen, was prohibited from participating in the middle of the fray, but thanks to Hijikata's prodding, Iba was assigned to medical duty along with me, as we attempted to cart and carry any casualties we could find through the battlefield's bloody haze. Can't he fight Furies, though? But I guess. Damn it! Hang in there. We're almost at Goryokaku. 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 Can't say that. Huh. Just where the hell do you think you're going? From afar, an Imperial rifleman barked out to us, aiming the barrel of his rifle towards our position. I can shoot him, though. Watch out, Spacey! Moments before I saw the spark from the rifle's lock slam down onto the breech, Iba leapt in front of me. And then the rifle went off, and the blast of gunfire echoed around us. Iba had unsheathed his sword faster than I can conceivably blink and reopen my eyes. Blink and reopen my eyes. Did I see blink? I think I did. By the time I had opened my eyes, I heard a pair of clinks from pieces of metal dropping to the ground, showing 2 bullet halves at Iba's feet. What? Did he just cut the bullet in half? Just who the hell are you, pal? Spacey, go. Okay, here, let's go. I wrapped the wounded soldier's arm around my shoulders and sprinted us toward Goryokaku. By the time we had gotten to treating all of the injured men, the hour had passed midnight. Spacey, aren't you exhausted? Perhaps you should take a moment to rest. No, don't worry about me. I'm okay. It's the rest of the men we need to worry about. I thought I was prepared, but they just keep coming. Minor bandaging or the application of slings took care of most of the injured soldiers, but for those with severe lacerations or dismembered limbs, we were ordered essentially to offer comfort in their final moments, which was a depressing task. Oh, when the end of May comes, I have no doubt that the Imperial Army will reach the gates of Goryokaku. I was certain that both Iba and the Shinsengumi had given much thought to the notion that their deaths loomed just over the horizon, but the question of what compelled them to fight in the face of a towering foe floated in my mind. If I were an outsider to their organization, I would have thought it foolish, suicidal even. But now, I think I was beginning to understand. And to tell you the truth, I've been wondering for years why men fought unwinnable wars. Some time ago, you attributed doing so to your duty as an agent of the shogunate, right? Indeed, I recall mentioning so in front of Sen, back when I had been in a period of recovery. There are positives and negatives to consider. Surrender may save countless lives, and can propagate a facade of harmony in periods of strife. Allowing that to occur, however, is the death of principle, a willing sacrifice of what we hold dear. For the men who had fought until they drew their final breath for the shogun and his constituents, they're imbued with purpose beyond their own fragile existence, and we have reason to honor them. That is what the warriors of the Shinsengumi fight for, what all of us are fighting for. In that way, they're samurai more than Bakushin could ever be. Iba's voice trailed off as he waxed poetic about the plight of the Shinsengumi. Admiration dripped from his muttering voice. As the glimmer in Iba's eyes lit the room, I felt the urge to ask him a difficult question. It was, you want to fight alongside them. If you could, would you want to fight alongside them? If I had never crossed paths with Iba, he wouldn't be burdened by his promise to Sen, and likely could have changed the fate of the war with the swing of his sword. But Iba's eyes thinned, and he heaved a tiny sigh. Denying my aching desire to do so would be a lie and a half. But this is the path I've chosen. A man must honor his path and carry no regret. For now, my path includes keeping you safe and defeating Takeda, and nothing can change that. I felt safe in the sincerity of Iba's promise. Butterflies flew in my stomach, and he shared a kind smile with me, as if he could read my thoughts. Perfect place to end this. Okay, so it's like just slightly under time. June 1869. So I have a feeling we're getting to the end. That's our last choice. We're going to probably run into, like, now, this will be the fight with Takeda, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 2 parts, because I don't think we'll quite get to the end of this, the final chapter, and all of the bad endings, in one part, but who knows? So we'll see. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.